Inside you, there's a world teeming with activity, a world of incredible complexity and power. This is the world of your immune system, a silent guardian protecting you every second of every day. It's a world of microscopic battles and victories where the fate of your health is constantly being decided. The immune system is a network of cells, tissues, and organs working together in perfect harmony. Its mission to defend you from a constant barrage of invaders. These invaders are tiny organisms, often too small to see, but with the potential to cause great harm. We call them germs. Some germs are bacteria, single-celled organisms that can multiply rapidly in your body. Others are viruses, even smaller entities that hijack your own cells to reproduce. And then there are fungi, a diverse group of organisms that can also pose a threat. But fear not, for your immune system is well equipped to handle these microscopic foes. Imagine this, you're playing outside, enjoying the warm sunshine. You trip and fall, scraping your knee on the rough ground. It stings a little, but you brush it off and continue playing. What you don't realize is that you've just given countless tiny invaders an entry point into your body. The scrape on your knee, though small, has broken your skin's protective barrier. This barrier is the first line of defense against infection, and now it's been breached. Bacteria from the soil, teeming with microscopic life, find their way into the wound. They're invisible to the naked eye, but they're there, ready to multiply and cause trouble. Your immune system, however, is never caught off guard. It has sensors throughout your body, constantly on the lookout for such intrusions. The moment those bacteria enter your body, an alarm is sounded and the defenses are mobilized. The first responders to the scene of the invasion are a remarkable group of cells called phagocytes. These are the immune system's foot soldiers, always patrolling your bloodstream and tissues, ready to engulf and destroy any invaders they encounter. One type of phagocyte, called a macrophage, is particularly adept at this task. Macrophages are large amoeba-like cells that can engulf and digest a surprising number of bacteria. They're like the garbage collectors of your body, constantly cleaning up debris and keeping things tidy. But macrophages are more than just garbage collectors. They also play a crucial role in alerting the rest of the immune system to the invasion. When a macrophage engulfs a bacterium, it breaks it down and displays fragments of its proteins on its surface. This is like raising a flag, signaling to other immune cells that there's an enemy at the gates. Imagine macrophages as the immune system's heavy eaters. They roam around constantly on the lookout for anything that doesn't belong. When they find a bacterium, virus, or even a piece of cellular debris, they don't hesitate to gobble it up. Macrophages are equipped with a powerful arsenal of enzymes, which are like tiny scissors that can break down the proteins and other molecules that make up invaders. Once a macrophage has engulfed an invader, it traps it inside a compartment called a phagosome. Inside the phagosome, the macrophage unleashes its enzymes, breaking down the invader into harmless pieces. This process is essential for clearing the body of harmful invaders and preventing them from causing disease. Section 5. Neutrophils, the brave sacrifices. While macrophages are busy engulfing invaders, another type of phagocyte, called a neutrophil, rushes to the scene. Neutrophils are the most abundant type of white blood cell, and they're always among the first to arrive at the site of an infection. Neutrophils are like the kamikaze pilots of the immune system. They release toxic substances that kill invaders, but they also often sacrifice themselves in the process. Think of them as setting off tiny grenades that destroy everything in the vicinity, including themselves. This self-sacrifice might seem extreme, but it's a crucial part of the immune response. By sacrificing themselves, neutrophils create a toxic environment that helps to contain the infection and prevent it from spreading. They are the true heroes of the immune system, willing to give their lives to protect you from harm. Section 6, the intelligence network, dendritic cells and helper T cells. While the phagocytes are fighting on the front lines, another branch of the immune system is gathering intelligence about the invaders. These are the dendritic cells, specialized cells that act as messengers between the innate and adaptive immune systems. Dendritic cells are like the detectives of the immune system. They patrol the body, looking for signs of invaders. When they find one, they engulf it and break it down, just like macrophages. But instead of simply destroying the invader, Dendritic cells take a crucial extra step. They take pieces of the invader, called antigens, and present them to another type of immune cell called a helper T cell. Helper T cells are like the generals of the immune system, directing the attack against invaders. Each helper T cell is specialized to recognize a specific antigen, and when it encounters its matching antigen, it becomes activated. Section 7. The antibody factories, B cells and their weapons. Once activated, helper T cells play a crucial role in mobilizing the adaptive immune response. They release signaling molecules that stimulate other immune cells, including B cells, to join the fight. B cells are the antibody factories of the immune system. Antibodies are specialized proteins that can bind to invaders, marking them for destruction or neutralizing their harmful effects. Each B cell is programmed to produce antibodies against a specific antigen. When a B cell encounters its matching antigen, it begins to rapidly divide and produce antibodies. These antibodies are then released into the bloodstream, where they can travel throughout the body and bind to invaders. The binding of antibodies to invaders can have several effects. Section 8. Killer T cells, the precision strikers. While B cells are producing antibodies, another type of T cell, called a killer T cell, is also being mobilized. Killer T cells are the immune system's precision strikers. They are specialized to kill cells that have been infected by invaders, preventing the invaders from replicating and spreading. Killer T cells recognize infected cells by the presence of viral or bacterial antigens on their surface. When a killer T cell encounters an infected cell, it releases toxic substances that kill the cell, preventing the invader from replicating and spreading. This process of killing infected cells is essential for controlling viral infections, as viruses can only replicate inside living cells. Killer T cells are also important for destroying cells that have become cancerous, as cancer cells often display abnormal antigens on their surface. Section 9. Memory. The body remembers. After the initial invasion has been repelled, the immune system doesn't simply stand down. It remembers the encounter, storing information about the invader so that it can respond more quickly and effectively the next time around. This immunological memory is the basis for immunity. When you're exposed to an invader for the first time, it takes time for your immune system to mount a full-scale response. During this time, you may experience symptoms of illness as your body fights off the infection. However, if you are exposed to the same invader again in the future, your immune system will be ready. Memory cells, which are long-lived versions of B and T cells, will recognize the invader and mount a faster and stronger response, preventing you from getting sick. This is why vaccines work. They expose your body to a weakened or inactive form of an invader, allowing your immune system to develop memory cells without you having to experience the full-blown disease. Please subscribe to our channel for more amazing content on the immune system and other fascinating topics.